Harvard Stadium, so many wonderful memories. I can still recall crossing over the Charles River and seeing the stadium come into view with its beautiful colonnades and its, feeling of the Roman and the Greek's classical architecture, and somehow dreaming about, wow, gladiators going into combat.
If you go to Athens and look at the stadium that was built for the 1896 Olympics, it looks just like this, except for the colonnade. I think Harvard Stadium is the same length as the Athens Stadium is, but they wanted to give that feel. Classical athletics, classical Greek and Roman sort of things.
When you think about the Greeks, you think about the philosophy of a body and a sound mind. And carrying that over here to Harvard is something that is actually very important, something that we're proud of.
I think I always marveled at the building. I think it's hard not to. It's unlike anything else. I think even in Boston, which is a very old city.
Having been very fortunate to coach at some places, stadiums like Alabama, Florida State, Tennessee, they're incredible venues. But I think for true atmosphere and intimacy and tradition, nothing beats Harvard Stadium.
Here at Harvard, you're part of it. You're very, very close to the field, very, very close to what the coaches are doing. And it just is a place that I just don't think you could find a better stadium in the country.
Like right when you walk in, you kind of get a sense of the history and you get a feel for just something special.
You're a gladiator going in there and you can't get out. You're in there and you're locked in and you're going to be there for 60 minutes.
Well, it's gone through transformations. It's now, of course, a U like that. In the old days, that part that's now open was closed, so it was an enormous stadium, pretty much. Sort of went up, as I recall, and there were colonnades on the top. And big event on Saturday was always to go to the game. And I used to go with my two roommates. One of them had a trombone, half a trombone that he played. And he once ran across the field and attacked the Dartmouth cheerleaders. They were in their teepees. This was the days when the Dartmouth team were the Indians, and they had these teepees in their setup, and it was a very cold November day. And my roommate Farwell suddenly put down his trombone and ran across the field, and the Dartmouth cheerleaders were all inside their teepees, and he burst in there, and you could see this wigwam sort of shake and almost collapse, and he came out with no clothes on. They did him in there.